Hello again, everybody. This is Attack here with our Super Smackdown review for tonight, Tuesday, August 30th, 2011. Very, like I said, I don't watch SmackDown that often, but since this was live and I have nothing else on Tuesday, gets the point. The reason why I miss SmackDown sometimes is because I'm usually either out on Fridays doing something or I'm out doing gigs on Fridays. One of those two is usually the case. That's why I miss SmackDown. And this is an opportunity to watch it. And I thought it was very decent SmackDown. And they had to make up for a little bit of lost people because there was supposed to be a match that didn't happen. But especially main event delivered once again. Great main event from Christian Orton. I'll get to that in a second. Overall, tonight's SmackDown not only helped promote some SmackDown people, but also amped up a little bit of storylines overall in WWE, not just Raw, like both Raw and SmackDown, especially the whole Triple H Punk thing. We kick off with John Cena coming out, talking about Alberto Del Rio. Now, I mentioned on the attack line that Alberto Del Rio was not on Raw last night because of him trying to reapply for a work visa. He was supposed to fight Sin Cara. Sin Cara did fight tonight. I'll get to him in a second. So, Alberto Del Rio wasn't at SmackDown tonight because of his work visa problems still, but Ricardo came out and Cena pumped him out, pumped Wade Barrett out. It was Wade Barrett Cena kicked off SmackDown tonight. Kicked off on the wrong note. At least the night ended on a good note. Typical Cena squash. You know, Wade Barrett, I think it was like at least 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. And it was a short match. Barrett had some moves, but once Cena got into that Super Cena move, once he did the 5 moves of doom, Barrett was doomed. So it was a quick squash win for John Cena, heading towards Night of Champions against Mr. Alberto Del Rio. Let's get down to our second match. I mentioned Sin Cara was scheduled to fight Mr. Alberto, but since Alberto was out, they replaced him with a man he's wrestled once before, Mr. Daniel Bryan. And decent match for what it was. Like these two very athletic guys, high flyers, submission guys as well. So got a little move on the outside once that happened. Sin Cara got the victory. But apparently, Sin Cara took heel because Daniel Bryan was trying to shake his hand. And Sin Cara kicked the crap out of him. Is Sin Cara turned heel? Now, Sin Cara is a great masked guy. He's a great guy, but he needs to be the good guy right now because Mysterio is injured. He's the only good Mexican guy on the brand since Mysterio is injured. He'll be out for a while with his next major injury. But Sin Cara turning heel could be interesting, but not the best move for WWE when they need a good Mexican good guy with Mysterio out. But Sin Cara turning heel, like I said, it's 50-50. It could be a good decision, could be a bad decision. But who sees? We'll see what happens, especially when they did that to Khali. Khali's a bad guy now. We'll get to him in a second. Next, the Divas tag. Natalya with Beth Phoenix taking on Kelly. Kelly's Fox. What do I have to say? At least the good athletic Divas got a chance to shine tonight with Beth and Natalya getting the victory tonight over Kelly and Alicia. Well, Alicia Fox is now good to go now. But I hope, like I said, Night of Champions is up ahead every time on the line. I hope Natalya or Beth, or even both, be a triple threat. 2-on-1 against Kelly. One of them wins the title. Every title's on the line, so we'll see what goes down. Speaking of Night of Champions, let's get to our next segment. Triple H, CM Punk contract signing. Now, as I mentioned the attack line as well, it was supposed to be CM Punk versus Kevin Nash. Apparently, Nash is an injury. That's what they say. So Nash is out. Also, we think. So we have the contract signing between Punk and Triple H. Once again, the War of Words went down. Not as vicious as other weeks. Not as vicious as last night. But CM Punk he said he wants change and everything. And they both said the same thing. I'm going to kick your ass. This is not business anymore. It's personal. Because Triple H said, if Vince would have wrestled you, he would have let you beat him up for business. But this is personal, Punk. I'm going to kick your fat, skinny fat ass, whatever he said. So these two, like I said, the feud's been building for months. There was rumors Survivor Series, but apparently with Nash's injury, they have to push Triple H and Punk up to now. But the feud itself, for its short time, for about a month or so, a couple of weeks actually, about 2 or 3 weeks build, actually a pretty good build up. But I think it's a bad decision to make this match so early. They should have kept it until Vengeance, at least to Vengeance, not Night of Champions, not so quick. But we'll see what happens, especially when Nash came down, attacked both of them, he even shoved Triple H down. Punk finally got to beat the fuck out of Nash. He beat the fuck out of Nash. He went to the click the knee. He went for the knee. The Triple H tried to get him up, and Triple H got shoved by Kevin Nash. So now we know whose side everyone's on. I smell a triple threat, but with Nash's injury, who knows? But I want a triple threat. But Triple H and Punk signed, sealed, and delivered for Night of Champions. Next match is Sheamus versus Great Khali. And I mentioned Great Khali, he was a bad guy at first. And I've said this a lot of times as well. When you make a great bad guy a good guy, it ends up bad. Because Santino was a great bad guy. He was a great bad guy, and now he's a good guy. He's a comedy guy. Orton was a terrific bad guy, and he's a good guy. Khali was a great bad guy. He was like one everyone will love to hate. Then he went good guy, went to Punjabi Playboy. And like I said, I don't watch SmackDown often. But I've read the spoilers about this new guy, Majal guy, Jinder Mahal, interfering in his matches. Sheamus was a great guy. He was what we expected. Muscle man who don't know how to wrestle. Just punch, kicking. And some screwy happened. Mindal, whatever his name is. Jinder came out and attacked Sheamus, causing disqualification. Beat the fuck out of Sheamus after the match. But Sheamus got the last word by giving the Celtic Cross to Mr. Jinder. As you can tell, I'm not a big SmackDown watcher. Like I said, I watch SmackDown only on certain special occasions, like live SmackDown like this tonight. Leads us to a main event. Randy Orton versus Christian for the World title. Steel cage match. I applaud him. Once again, a terrific match with these two. I have said in the past pay-per-view reviews, these guys have great chemistry. The no DQ match, no holds barred match, great match. Very exciting match at SummerSlam. This match, exciting again. They can turn a steel cage match into a TVPG worthy match. Yes, no blood, but you know what? There was a lot of back and forth action, near fall, action packed back and forth. Another great physical matchup of these two. The ending was very intense. Everything was intense with this match. Probably the best match of the series, and I think this is the end of the series. Even if Orton set to fade off against Mark Henry, who attacked him after the match. This is a great way to end Christian and Orton. They went through everything. Normal matches. The no DQ, the DQ stipulation at Money to Make with Christian winning. The no holds barred situation. Now we got the steel cage match, which is usually the end of the feud. Usually when you book a steel cage match, the feud comes to an end. And a great end to a great feud. I hope they feud again in the future, but not in the foreseeable. But Orton got the victory over Christian with an RKO from the top. Well, great matchup, great moves, great action once again. Must watch. Watch it online. Watch this match. This makes up for the rest of the card on SmackDown tonight. Decent SmackDown, but this match was the highlight of the night. Once again, Christian Orton, terrific matchup. And as I mentioned, Mark Henry attacked Orton. Of course, Mark Henry gets a shot against Orton for the title at the pay-per-view Night of Champions. Now, I'm not the biggest Mark Henry. Like I said, Mark Henry, another example of what happened when he turned a good bad guy into a really cheesy good guy. You know, he was the tough man in the Nation of Domination. Then he became Sexual Chocolate back in 1999 with that whole Mae Young thing back in the 1999 era. And then he left and came back. I think he was managed by Theodore Long for a bit. Then he turned good guy. Now he's bad guy again. First he was managed by Theodore Long again. Then he was managed by Devoy. WrestleMania 22. I remember he lost the take on that casket match in Chicago. And then I think after that, he turned good again. And then he went bad again recently. Most recently, been bad. The Hall of Pain, he's been calling it. Kane's out. Big Show's out. He almost took Sheamus out. We'll see what's next. But Mark Henry is the world champion. is like giving me the world title. It wouldn't make sense to me. Because Mark Henry's a good, okay guy, but he can't wrestle that much. He only has a few couple moves. You know what I mean? And this match against Orton would not be good. Be kind of sloppy at best. But we'll see how this feud develops in the next couple weeks. SmackDown, I don't watch SmackDown that often, like I said. Maybe I'll get to watch it. Maybe I may watch SmackDown if I'm free. But that won't happen because I got a gig on 9/9. I got a gig on 9/16. You know why I don't watch SmackDown? Because I have gigs at 9 on Fridays. That's why I don't watch them. Unless it's like this, Tuesday Night Live. That is it for the SmackDown review. Super SmackDown review for the night. I hope to do more of these live SmackDown on Tuesdays, but they do it every week. It'll be grueling because they have Raw and SmackDown next night. It'll be oversaturation. But that's it. See you tomorrow for another Attack Live. And then you've been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.